I don't compare with other person, but I'm saying you. You know, when you're in this free time, you are making sentence. Into right now, I'm going to ahead. I want to go ahead. So that's why this kind of I'm doing like this. Sometimes I make a story. Sometimes I'm thinking in English. I think in English. Mm.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes I read book. Sometimes when I get unknown words, then I try to make sentence. I try to speak to three line. Okay, you are doing well, definitely, and you are a
Thank
great
you.
person.
Mm-hmm. Thank you, sir. This is your kindness. So, sir, I would like to know nowadays what kinds of strategy, ideas, methods do you apply in your spoken field? Could you
Mhm.
mention something?
Yeah, definitely. Earlier, I used to watch conversation video, and I used to talk, new people. And nowadays, I'm doing same thing. When I get up, when I get free, when I get leisure time. So I would like to practice. I would like to practice with new people. And earlier, I was not reading book, but nowadays, I started reading book. Someone told me if you start reading book, then while reading book, you get lots of vocabulary, and this way you can remember lots of vocabulary, and you can use your conversation. So yeah, I started reading book, as well as sometimes I work on grammar, because grammar is also important. Without grammar, I can't make sentence any kind of. If I know grammar, then I can make sentence. So yeah, I'm working all grammar and speaking part, as well as some as most of the time, when I read book, and when I get unknown word, then I write my notebook. After that, I try to make two sentence, one sentence. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's a great, I think, a strategy to make sentences related to whatever vocabulary would you accumulated before through any kinds of sources. Because this is the, you can say, this is the progress of your learning, of spoken English, right?
Mhm.
By fixing a various kinds of vocabulary in your sentence and performing in good manner, it would be more convenient for the learner to perform well around the persons. That's a great. Okay, sir. So, sir, I would like to know the way you write, you read any kinds of a story nowadays. So, would you like to describe something, the way you read, the way you write, anything?
Yeah, definitely. I have one grammar. Sorry, I have one grammar book, and this book, I think that book name is, I think, Oxford Grammar. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So when I get up, sometimes I read grammar book, and I have one, English book, and English. This book name is English Second Language, and I have brought from Kolkata.
Mm-hmm.
Mm. After that, I
Oh.
try to make sentence like, support. I am sitting here, and if I want to make any kind of a story, then I started thinking. Suppose I went to the market yesterday by bike. After that, I spent 3 hours in the market. After that, suddenly my friend, I meet my friend. After that, my friend started telling me, Israel, why have you come here? Do you have any work? Then I said, yes, yes, I have work. That's why I have come here, because because I want to purchase some vegetables, some clothes. That's why I have come. And why have you come here? Then he said, yeah, I have work. That's why I have come. After that, I met my friend. It's a long time. Then we went to the hotel. After that, we ordered, some sweets. After that, we had some sweets. After that, uh, uh, according my need, I purchase so many, I so many things, and he also purchased so many things. After that, he went to the his house. After that, I came my house. So this kind of story, I try to make.
Oh, yeah, that's really great. That's
Earlier, I
called
was not able
exercising.
to. Yeah, earlier I was not able to make a story this kind of.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah, according to me, that is a really good strategy. That is called, exercising your mind, because
Mm,
as much as you exercising your mind, so your mind will be developed very rapidly, right? And
mm,
start consuming in a fast way any kinds of stuff related of your spoken English, right? So it's a
mm,
more, I mean, essential part of the learner, right? To exercising their mind and consuming very rapidly all this stuff related of spoken field, right?
yeah, if
That's
I
all
don't try to
in
make,
progress.
if I don't try to make any story, then I think I can't make. If I try, then I can make.
Mm-hmm.
And while making any kind of story, I get lots of new vocabulary. Okay.
Yeah, behind many reasons, because at the
Mm-hmm.
time you're very peaceful, very composed, very calm. Your mind will be working very nicely, okay, as you expect from yourself, right? Because at that time you are not imposing any kinds of pressure on upon you, right? Usually the whenever we connect with any person at that time, our intention will be various part of it. Okay, you can consider we just distract our intention in a various part of it. So obviously, by distracting our intention, we must get so many hesitations, fumbleness, because we get so many fear as well during conversation with any people. We often
Mm-hmm.
try to deliver convenient statement relatively of any topic, any matters, so the other peoples can be grave my proper meaning what I am trying to explaining them, right? Because
Yeah.
of these kinds of reasons you are having so many problems at that time, okay? But alone you are so much focused over your topics, your stories. That's why you're able to recalling all the vocabulary which you accumulated before time, and conveniently you are framing your sentence in good
Mm-hmm.
manner. Reasons behind it only. Okay.
Okay. Earlier I used to remember vocabulary, but I was not able to make a story. But when I realized, no, I should make any story, and this way I can improve my English. After that, I started making a story.
Yeah, I think this is the healthy habit of creating a story inside of you, because at
Mm,
that time you will get so many time to just framing your sentence and recalling all this vocabulary which accumulated before time. Okay, this will be more convenient for you, and as well as you have a practicing a lot over the various kinds of topic with yourself. So whenever you connect with any learner, any expert person, so at that time you will have the proper data, to express
yeah.
yourself in good manner.
Hmm.
Because
Yeah.
of having the less practice sessions, okay, initial days beginner are having so many problems while connecting with an expert person, because and in this time their mind goes blank, okay,
Yeah.
because they didn't practice much more, which the really requirement in their initial days, right? So
And why
practicing is
they
much
why
more.
they get stuck?
Mm-hmm.
Why they get stuck? Because a lack of the practice and lack of the vocabulary. While conversation, they get stuck.
Yeah, this is the reason only. That's why so many expert persons always give suggestion to all of them. Like you have to practice much more. Okay,
Mm,
do not practice with those learner in a video call. This was at that time your mind will never to be calm, relaxed.
mm,
Okay, but with yourself you are so much calm, composed, and focused. And this is a
mhm,
must requirement part of the learner life. You have to
mhm,
maintain these are things in initial days so you can become the expert in this field very soon. Okay.
mhm. Yeah,
Yes.
because it is language, and without practice, I think every people you can say can't learn this language. I can't speak this language. Okay, it is because it is second language. It is not our mother language. It takes time. We have to work. We have to work some grammar. We have to work some story. We have to remember some, vocabulary.
Yeah,
We should do lots of things. After that, we are able to speak. Otherwise, no. It's my opinion
of
because
course.
I'm in the Kuwait and nobody with me. I'm alone, and I have been in this field for 1 year. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
and now you can say sometimes I realize no, my English is not good. I'm not able to speak properly English. I don't know why. Okay, so sometimes I get confused. Then I said sometimes I say myself, Israel, you leave it. English is not cup of tea. You leave it. But I try to control my mind and I say myself, okay, don't worry. But gradually it will come everything and you will speak better than today. So
Yeah,
you keep it, practice. Okay.
yeah, you're
Because
right.
I was fond of learning English initially time, and nowadays I am fond of learning English.
Yeah, you're right. I 100% right you are, because if you give up, very soon, without suffering through any situations of life, yeah, through any journey of your life, you
Mm,
can't learn the lesson, which is a really requirement to getting aware very, very soon through any sources. Okay, awareness will help you, okay, to maintain the balance of your life, and it will give you a chance to achieve, okay, anything in your life. This is only language, and this is the secondary language. So we have a requirement to get so many, obstacles middle of journey that will make you stronger. Okay, that will,
mhm,
make you a safe. Okay, and it is
mhm,
a
mm,
requirement into your life to making safe, yourself, and to be worth for, giving the appropriate advice to the new learner, because the way you learn not only for yourself but also various new generations peoples,
mm,
okay, at that time, because
yeah, yeah.
still we are having so many interactions with the many expert tutor. It's supposed to be they couldn't learn in the initial days. They couldn't make self better expert in this language. So how and with whom still we can interact, right? We do not have any person with whom
Mhm,
we can
right.
interact and get problems, get freedoms, feedbacks, right? So that's why
Mm,
whatever we are doing initial days, we are not doing only for self. We are doing for new generations. Okay,
mhm,
and this is a
mm,
requirement.
mm. Yeah, definitely, definitely. So, sir, I have seen, I have watched your video, and your speaking style is, so good. The way you are speaking now, really, I mean to say, captivating and mesmerizing. So, how did you work on it, sir?
Actually, this is the experience of my life. I ever willing to sharing my experience with all of them. If you
Mm.
have experience of
How-
life, okay, bad
Because the
situations,
people, beginner want to learn from you.
hmm,
That's why I'm asking.
okay, of course, ma'am. Sorry, ma'am. Sorry, sir. Actually, I personally believe in myself. Whatever I learn through, okay, through any kinds of sources. If I'm sharing to other, that will be more convenient. That will be more convenient for the long term, according to me. Because I know if whatever you learn before, and if you are not sharing with other, right, that is mean it's a totally waste of your time. You totally wasted your time in initial days. Okay, that was not a beneficial for not you or not other, because if you really want to immersing your experiences level to the better levels, so it's a better way to just sharing all these experience with other, right? So other can also get the benefit by you, and your expense will be start increasing during time. Okay, and you start becoming master in that kinds of field. That is the better way. So whatever I learned in initial days about this language, I always wanted to sharing these are experience with all of them. That's why my
Mhm,
experience will be increasing, and other people also are having benefit by me. Okay.
Mhm. Most of the beginner they want to learn English, but they don't know, you know, from where should I learn? Should I learn first of all grammar and should I work in a speaking part? So I wonder from where they should start.
Okay. So this is the questions like where to start, spoken journey.
Hmm. Yeah.
According to me, first we start speaking. Okay.
Okay.
Because all of them might have done their basic like what? Making translations, learning basic knowledge of grammar, reading stuff, right? These are might be completed by all the learner initial days in their school time or college time. Now the time comes to for your in your life to just start practicing with the peoples, because as much as you do practically any kinds of things into your life, gradually, okay, you're going to get mastered in that kinds of thing. Okay, so that's why practically it's a more effective into your life to flourish your life and having good experiences within less time. Okay,
Mhm.
so that's why all the
In
beginners should be
initially
start
time,
speaking.
yeah, I have one question more. You know, initially time when you were beginner, that time when we started learning English, when we started speaking English, what kind of challenges did you face?
Okay, when I started at that time, you can consider like I didn't have any personal support, even any social media platform support, or neither any what I say like any application support. Like generally the humans are having so many audio call application, so through they are start interacting with the various kinds of person. But when I started at the time, I was nothing. I was just I was just depending myself, enthusiastic energy, fascinations. So these are companion of my at that time. So by the help of my compassion, okay, fascinations, enthusiastic energy, fascination, these are helped me to boost my confidence, and these are helped me to maintain my consistency through myself, not by other people's. I always used to interacting with myself in the corner of my room by creating a various kinds of a story. Okay, and during this time, I was too getting so many criticism by the peoples. So many people start laughing at me, mocking me.
Hmm.
Yeah, passing so many comments like, "What will you do to learn English? You are going to, you are not going to any foreign state,
Hmm.
America, London,
Hmm.
where you can use
Yeah.
this accent, right?" So
Hmm.
what is the use of this learning language? I often ignore it, all of them.
Hmm.
I kept going on because I was so much passionate, like you and all the peoples. That's why.
Yeah,
This
it's
way I
certain. It's certain. Because I was also insulted. I have lots of friends here. So when I started learning English, so they told me like this, but I never mind anything. But I started my speaking journey, and I started, different people. Mhm. So,
learning
I have
any.
one
Okay, please ask me.
question. Actually, I want to learn. I want to learn something from you. That's why I have one for lots of questions.
Oh
Okay.
yeah, of course. You can ask me. I will
So
try to give you answer.
when you were beginner, that time, were you making any kind of a story? Were you thinking in English? Okay, or not?
Okay. Actually, I also used to make lots of story inside of me because that was the way you can practicing by yourself. Okay, at free of time. Because at that time, in the initial days, you will never have any person with whom you can interact. Okay, and my time was so totally, you can say, empty. At that time, there is no people. There is no anyone are there for whom I can interact. Okay, I was only an alone peoples. Okay, and my interest, my compassions are just companion of mine. So I always used to create so many kinds of you can say stories inside of mine, and like listening so many podcasts, speeches. I also done the same things as usually you are doing all. No
Mhm.
changing.
Yeah. When you were doing earlier, but nowadays I am doing same thing. Okay.
Yes. You need to patience, you know. You
Definitely,
need to
if
keep
I do
patience.
something, okay. Yeah, if I do same thing, definitely, my English will be improved in one day and I will speak better today.
No, no, no. Listen to me. There is no certainty like what I did in my past time. I become better. So you do also exact things. So you also become better in this field. So this is your what I say delusions. Okay, this is not right. You just find your own way, different way.
Mm,
Okay, everyone should be do different things. Then
mm,
you get so much improvement very soon. If you start imitating other, there is no certainty you will get results
yes,
soon.
I do.
Yeah, you're doing well. Everything is going on by you. Everything is good. You know, you have just patience. You need patience only. I know
Yeah,
still you are becoming
because it's
obsessive
been
inside
one
of you.
year. Yeah, because it's been one year. So one
Hmm.
month, 1 years, it's not enough. It takes time, lots of English.
Yeah, of course.
Because when I started learning English, I was not aware, in grammar. Okay, so first of all, I had to learn grammar. Then, I have come, on a speaking part. So definitely, it will take time, I believe.
Of course. You know everything. You need to
Mm,
just do this. Okay.
mm,
To your
yeah.
understanding. Okay. Some of time you become so much obsessive like a small kid. So it's not right manner. Right. Need patience.
Mhm,
Okay. Need patience and gradually keep doing all these things. It is a time taking process. Okay. But
mm,
after crossing 1 month, sorry, 1 year, yeah, 2 year, you must be good in this field. But enough, the requirement is that you have to maintain your consistency only. Okay.
yeah, yeah, definitely. And I want to practice. I want to practice my consistency because consistency is very, very important. Suppose if
Yes.
I practice today, I practice today, but I will not practice tomorrow. Okay, then how will my English is good?
Like you will see now, you will see improvement whenever you confidently talk to any person and you start, making sentences in good manner, very repeatedly without taking pause, having hesitations, fumbleness, without emphasizing your mind to discover convenient sentence. Okay, convenient vocabulary for framing your sentence situationally. At that time, you will understood I have got improvement much more in comparison to the previous times.